So I'm a little surprised at the amount of traffic I got, which isn't a lot, but for me, that's quite a lot of traffic I got on my little video on Candace Owens and conspiracy theories. Um, and of course, I'm very appreciative of it. Thank you guys for checking it out and just listening to me drone on. I apologize for my long-windedness. I try to be better at it, but I'm not very good at it. I just ramble on. And of course, the Candace cult, you guys are all welcome. I appreciate it as well. I mean that. Like, look, I think you guys are in a cult, but I like to be open to differences of opinion and see if I'm wrong about something. So I do appreciate it, even though I still think you guys are in a cult. And then there were a few people who disagreed with me. They're pretty reasonable, and that's fine, whatever. But I want to just say something here. Sort of to all of that, I want to talk about what really got me, like, again, speaking as a guy who does believe in conspiracies, speaking as a guy who is a critic of Israel. I am an Israel critic. I'm not like, I can't stand Mark Levin. All these guys, Ted Cruz, don't like them. I think they're bad for the cause. I think they are part of a neocon old guard that is dying away, and I think it should die away. I'm glad. I'm happy for it. So I believe there are conspiracies. There's legit conspiracies. So just want you to understand where I'm coming from. But I have to say this. When it came, because I was kind of getting onto this conspiracy theory about Charlie Kirk's assassination, that it could have been a cover-up. It could have been the next JFK. I was really seriously, like, for the next day afterwards, I was like, because we hadn't found the shooter yet, and I was like, seriously, I was like, dude, he got away. This guy was a pro, and that means he must have been hired by somebody, and that, like, I was terrified, because I was like, which conservative speaker's next? But anyways, but what really where did you guys start losing me? Where did I get lost? When you guys started accusing Frank Turek of being part of the conspiracy. Now look, most of you guys, and it shows, you don't even know who Frank Turek is. I happen to know who the guy is. I've followed him for quite a while, well before all of this. And I'm not even saying that as a big Frank Turek fan. I'm not the biggest Frank Turek fan. I disagree with him on several things in terms of Christian theology and stuff like that. So I'm not the biggest fan of Frank Turek, but the idea that Frank Turek was in on the conspiracy to get Charlie Kirk assassinated is asinine and absolutely hilariously stupid. It's just ridiculous and dumb. So when I started seeing people go, look at this guy adjusting his hat, I'm like, wait, that's Frank. You're seriously going to say that Frank Turek is giving signals to take the shot or something, which in and of itself is really dumb. That, again, there's no, to my knowledge at least, I don't know of any special operations units that use guys on the ground near the target for hand signals for the sniper to take a shot. I'm not aware of any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, the idea that Frank Turek was part of it, was in on it, that's when I started going, okay, hold on, guys, let's chill out here, okay? We're like hammers looking for nails here, and we gotta really calm down. This is getting ridiculous and out of control. Frank Turek? No, he's not in on it. Like, no way. That's just dumb. That's ridiculous. That's just silly. But people were persisting on it and just insisting, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm out of this. You guys are crazy. You got screws loose. There's something definitely wrong with you guys. All due respect. I'm not saying that to try to be a meanie head, but seriously, that is wacky. Okay, so after that, I kind of jumped ship, and then as we found the shooter allegedly, and more stuff started coming out, and I started just thinking, and then the more conspiracy theories were just diving deeper into the whole stuff, I started realizing this has gone way too far, and this has gotten out of hand. Even Nick Fuentes says the idea that Israel did it is insane. It's really, it's just, there's no proof. There's no proof whatsoever. Oh, Charlie Kirk was criticizing Israel, but like I mentioned in my video about this, guys, that's like circumstantial evidence. That's not proof of anything. That's supportive of a thesis, but you still need a smoking gun for that to be the case, because there could be other explanations that could perfectly explain what happened, and do it better. So, anyways, I just wanted to do a little follow-up there, just for more information about why I have the kind of nuanced position that I have as somebody who is a critic of Israel and everything like that. Why I just don't believe this conspiracy theory stuff. My reasons why, and that's where it started for me. So, anyways, guys, I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys will have a wonderful Christmas. I really, again, I want to remind us, guys, let's get off of social media for a while and just be with the family and trust God. Trust God that He's going to make sense of all of this. It's not up to us to make this happen. The Lord's going to do it. So, Soli Deo Gloria. God bless. Bye-bye.